Alright, welcome back to the SuperCoach Enough channel. In this video we're going to preview round 22 of the 2024 season. For SuperCoach, that is. So as usual, we'll go through the top buys and sells, captaincy options, and then we'll get into our team this week. Probably not going to do any trades. Bit of a spoiler alert there, but the most popular trade-ins this week, number one, Nathan Cleary. I mean, if you haven't got him, just get him in. So I can't argue with that. Payne Haas, I like, he's probably bottomed out in his price, break even of 86. It's not going to get much cheaper, so you can get him in. Val Holmes, obviously against the Tigers, is a good matchup. Big score last week, so his break even is decent. If you are looking for a centre wing, I think that's the value option this week. Jacob Kraz, I do like as a pod. You can see he's only about 16% owned, which is nice. It's not true pod territory, but yep, I think you can get him in. Casey McLean is probably one I'd give a miss. Obviously, you got him last week. You're now paying an extra 70k. Doesn't make sense. Either pay up to get a proper priced player or keeper, I suppose, or just, go complete enough. For Noah Blake, yep, you can bring him in. Pappenhausen, an interesting sort of pod at fullback. Imagine maybe a few players trading him in for Tommy Turbo. Don't know if I like that move, but it is a pod play, so, that's probably why you would do it. Cam Munster, super pod territory at 3%. I mean, you could wait another week to get him in with that break even, but if you want him for the Dragons matchup, 600k is not ridiculous to spend for a keeper in your 5/8 position. Graham Taufer, the centre wing from the Warriors, so those that are getting in McLean, I'd prefer him at bottom dollar on the bubble. Nicer break even as well. Just makes sense. And Connor Tracy, as good as he went last week, I think this is a trap. You're just chasing last week's score. He's not going to score 167 this week. I mean, I hope he does as a Dogs fan, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, at that price, go with Val Holmes. They're almost identical in price. Surely you can find an extra $600 to bring in the quality. On the trade outs, Ronaldo injured for a few weeks, so you can trade him out. Terrell May, I think he's done his job. You can upgrade to Haas or Noah Blake if you haven't got them. Garrick and Cotter, I think they're both out for 1 week, aren't they, with head knock? So I'd try and hold those guys if you can. Blaze Talangi, if you're upgrading, I think that's a good trade out. Gagai absolutely can trade out. Wishart, yep, he's on the bench, so he's a trade out. Johnson injured. Tamara Martin not named. Not sure what's going on there. So I think SJ's back. So he's just on the outer, so you can chop him. Tom Travojevic is one I'd probably hold. A few people probably trading to Pappenhausen or something, but don't go early on Turbo. I'll just change it to the top 10% to look at captaincy options. Captain, as you can see, pretty much everyone going Nathan Cleary makes sense. Late game of the week, Newcastle's not going so great. He's obviously in form, so makes sense. I guess we're just looking at the other guys really in terms of vice captain, and you can see most people going to Desco. I might even just flip that around. So Tedesco, Val Holmes, if you got him against the Tigers, makes sense. Eli Katoa is an interesting one if you've got him. Drinkwater, yes. Pappenhausen, yes. Fanua Blake, I suppose. Yep, if you've got no other real vice captain, high risk option, also high reward options. It's not really a risk. Reece Walsh is always in that chat for Feeder and Campbell. And Dom Young, why not? So, um, yeah, so that's the sort of overview. As I said, not too much doing in terms of changes. I think might have already locked this in the preview. So I've gone with McLean against the Knights as my bench option over Talangi, and Eero playing Souths. Um, yeah, I don't think I want to change too much, to be honest. I was just reading Marnie or Josh Curran. I wasn't sure, but I might do one little switch just to do something. So yeah, and I'm just going to follow the crowd. VC Tedesco, captain on Cleary. Keep it nice and simple. Um, yeah, so I think the only other thing, probably a bit of draft news. Not that I think it impacts the finals at all, but I very generously got offered Cam Munster for Tamari Martin, so took that. So a bit too little, too late, but just wanted to show off the fancy new toy in the draft league. But we'll wrap the video up there. So as always, if you've got any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to get them below. Give us a like if you enjoy the SuperCoach content. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports content. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.